The University of Oklahoma football team has suspended Jaz Reynolds for Twitter comments about Texas. I'm Mike Sherman, sports editor of the Oklahoman, and our OU beat writer Jake Trotter is reporting that sophomore wide receiver Jaz Reynolds has been suspended indefinitely for comments he made on his Twitter account Tuesday. Shortly after a gunman opened fire in Texas's library before taking his own life, Reynolds tweeted, "Hey everyone in Austin, Texas, kill yourself." Then Reynolds tweeted, "Everyone in Austin, Texas, disregard that last tweet. Y'all will mess around and do it." Joining me on the phone is the Oklahoman's Barry Trammell. Barry, what do we make of this?
Well, I think it's very interesting how strong and how swift Bob Stoops reacted to this. If you go back to the Josh Jarbo case 2 or 3 years ago with the video that was so scandalous, Stoops waited about 24 hours before acting on this. Not such a lag time this time. Bob Stoops came down swift and strong, very strong statements from Bob Stoops about the integrity of the program, about the insensitivity of the comments, and about how a football rivalry cannot supersede human life.
Barry, I'm reading from Bob Stoops' statements. "We have great concern for what happened in Austin, and I am incredibly disappointed that someone connected with our team would react so callously." Barry, Jaz Reynolds is one of about 12 or 13 receivers on the OU team. 12 people have caught the passes for the Sooners this year. Reynolds is not among them. He's a sophomore from Houston. What have the Sooners lost?
Well, I don't think they've lost much concerning this game or even this season. But, I mean, I do think it does put a mark on the program. I think they've lost a little bit of an image with these comments. This is the reason why leagues and coaches and sports organizations are limiting players on Twitter, because you can't trust players to be judicial in their comments, to be common sense in their comments. This is just a knucklehead out telling the world what's on top of his head, which is ridiculous. So this is why you see people like the NBA and the NFL and colleges policing the amount of time and the use of Twitter.
Barry, about 2 or 3 years ago, you referenced the incident that happened then, the Josh Jarbo suspension. Jarbo was a freshman from Georgia, suspended from his high school for bringing a gun to school. The Sooners say they looked into it at the time. They said they went ahead and accepted him on the team. And then Jarbo got on campus, was on campus, and he made a video when he was rapping, and some of his rap lyrics were about shooting and things associated with women. It did not go well. It spread out, and it took Bob a couple days before he decided to get rid of him. Your thoughts about that, and are you saying that Bob might have learned something from that incident?
Well, I think maybe so. I talked to Bob Stoops immediately after the Josh Jarbo incident, and he didn't like it, but he was saying, "What are we now going to police our players' thoughts? Are we now going to limit their right to go around and say whatever they want?" Well, I think Bob Stoops learned that the answer is yes. Oklahoma and other schools are going to police what their players say because of the damage it can do to the program and to the university. It's not a free speech issue. Jaz Reynolds has the right to Twitter whatever he wants, and Bob Stoops has the right to suit up whatever players he wants in the Cotton Bowl. Both parties, Jaz Reynolds and Bob Stoops, have made their decisions.
Barry, do you think the Sooners will change their Twitter policy based on this incident? Clearly, to this point right now, players do have accounts and are free to use Twitter.
Well, by all means, I think that you will see at OU and elsewhere. I think you'll see more and more restrictions placed on Twitter. I know that already the OU compliance department in athletics is monitoring Twitter and Facebook just to see for possible situations that could get the football program crossways with NCAA rules. I think in light of the Jaz Reynolds incident, I think you're going to see Stoops probably have to make the decision that, hey, guys, stay off of Twitter, at least during the season.
Thanks, Barry. For more on the Jaz Reynolds case and for all news on OU Texas, stay with the best coverage team anywhere, every day at News OK and every morning in the Oklahoman.